Hello, my beautiful and talented people. Thank you to everybody who's been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and booking readings. It all matters. I'm very appreciative. Today we're asking, what is an urgent message for you? We've got pile one with the leaves, pile two with the candle, pile three with the flower, and pile four with the crystal. Just take a moment, figure out which one feels right. I just want to remind everybody at 5,000 subscribers, I'm giving away 2 free readings. So make sure you're subscribed and you comment and you're in the running for that. So we're going to move on to our gorgeous and talented pile number one. Pile number one. You were exactly at 44 seconds, which is awesome. And you had the leaf. So, urgent message for you. Urgent message for you. Oh, things are going to happen in your life. That's the Eight of Wands. There's going to be a lot of forward movement happening. With the Four of Pentacles, something's going to change specifically regarding yeah, there may have been some situation in your life or person that has been really withholding regarding you. There is going to be a significant change. I don't know if this is because you're going to leave this person behind or if this person is going to relent, but you're going to start moving forward specifically in regards to, I wanted to say balance, but these aren't balance cards. This is it's actually like whatever you're going to start being able to move forward in practical ways. But there is this initial needing to make a choice. I feel like if you have to, you may have to, in order to get this forward movement, to leave behind some person or some situation that has not been giving to you. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, and I think you do because you are meant for the life of abundance. So if you're still running against people or situations that the door is closed, the heart is closed, take a different route because you are meant to have your needs met. And I feel like once you fight to have your needs met, things are going to move forward for you. You're also going to bring in abundance. So don't worry about holding on to what is barely giving you something. Realize that you're somebody that has this capacity for abundance. Some of you, if you're leaving behind a person, you're going to find that what you move into is going to be equal give and take with somebody who is very giving instead of very withholding. Yeah, but you need to let an old and painful cycle end. You should know that it's on your life path. Like, you may be dealing with some kind of pain, but it is on your life path. I really quickly saw the Page of Swords. We'll see if it comes out again. But there may be a call to be observant. But know that, you may need to end something painful, something that's not giving to you, so that you can get what is meant for you. And you should know you're meant to be happy. Like you should know that you are meant to be happy. You are meant to receive. You are meant to have joy. And I know you have dealt with difficulty and pain, but you don't need to stay there. And it's a little bit hard for you to quit the fight, especially even if everything's fallen apart. Again, sometimes you don't get to keep the things that aren't for you so that you can have better things. And I know that at this moment in time, you're probably not that happy about it. But this difficult ending happened because the foundation, was never strong enough to hold up. So put your energy, effort, power, put all of that into making making what you want a reality. Figure out, like, what do you want to make happen? Because what you want to make happen, you can make happen. It's just you may not be able to bring certain people along or certain situations along. You may have a job that always treats you badly, and you may have to let that job go in order to have better. It's not that you need to quit your job tomorrow or anything like that, but it is like when something over and over again is proving to be painful and the end is coming again and again, just know that you're meant to have success. You're meant to have happiness. Both of those are part of your legacy and birthright. And you kind of need to make sure that you're putting your energy and effort and your work into your birthright. I know things are hurting right now because things have ended, they've been painful, but like when you put your time, effort, and energy into what is meant to be your course, things are going to be a lot smoother. Things are going to be a lot happier. Get active, stay active, trust me. So it's like you're really being pushed to cut your losses on some things and let go. Let go of the things that have let go of things and people who treat you badly because those aren't for you. Get a move on, stay active. Um, because the opportunities that are for you are going to present themselves. But sometimes you need to stop beating a dead horse, as the expression goes. Some things, just because you're meant to have success doesn't mean that everything is going to pan out. You need to let go of what's not for you. Just let go of what's not for you. Just know that you will have functional relationships and connections. That things, you're in a state of transition right now. But again, once you let go of those things that were never going to be strong enough to stand and really didn't treat you right and didn't give to you like they should have, that gives you the opportunity to put your work and effort into something that will stabilize, something that is part of like your life plan and mission. So accept the transition. You're going to appreciate it later, if not now, because you are meant to receive appreciation. And you're definitely going to get that. You just need to be going, like you need to be going on your path and not keep trying to make something happen that keeps on rejecting you. With the crown, you need to understand and respect your own self-worth and invest in functional connections. And this is going to lead things to go forward for you. And not only when you are really willing to make this step forward and let go of the things that aren't for you so that you can have the put the time and effort and work and energy into the things that actually give you joy and will pay off for you, you know, you're going to bring people along with you. Like, say, if you build a business, you will bring people with you. Or even if you find another relationship that's happier and healthier, you are going to, I feel like a lot of, maybe other people are going to see the transition you've made. I feel like this is going to have a really big effect for you, but it's also like it's gonna help other people move on. So I don't even know, maybe it's just your friends and your family, but accept that you are a beautiful magical creature, that you should be active, but you need to let go of the things that are hurting you because you know because you're at a place where you can just end negative cycles and just have a way happier life. But you need to respect your value. And I do have this, like, it could be an olive branch, but I feel like you shouldn't be waiting for an olive branch. You shouldn't be waiting from an olive branch if a situation or a person has not given to you, betrayed you, everything's fallen apart regarding them. That's when you should let go. Again, like, you can have luck. Luck will go in your favor, but it's like you need to let go of anybody who's going to stab you in the back. That's not what your legacy is. That's not what you're supposed to put up with. And I feel like you're going to find people who do give you an olive branch, but like, stop. I feel like there's a need to stop hitting your head against the same wall. Sometimes people have already shown you who they are. And it's ultimately with that Two of Wands, it's your decision if you want to move forward. But I feel like, there is a need for action and there's a need for you to actually let go of non reciprocal relationships and really only invest in the ones that invest back in you. So I hope that this helps. You do want a free reading I'm giving away too as soon as I hit 5,000 subscribers. So just make sure that you're subscribed and you comment. And you're in the running for that. Thank you to everybody who's been liking, sharing, subscribing, booking readings. It all matters, and I'm really appreciative. We're going to move on to pile number 2. Urgent messages for you. Urgent messages for pile number 2. You had the rose candle. Urgent messages for pile number 2. The Emperor. The Ace of Wands. I'm just hearing, what are you waiting for? Pile number 2. Urgent message for you. I don't do reversals unless I'm told to. It's like the universe has just opened up for you. You're going to have to follow a passionate new beginning, like follow something, but like you have everything you need to make that happen. But it does require action. like it does require physical action. It's not just manifesting. Like you have all the sweet, you have all, you have the fire, you have the air, you have the water, you have the earth, you have everything at your disposal. But the emperor is somebody who takes those and forms creation around them with their action and effort. And there is a need for action. So know that if you do take that action, you can make the reality you want happen. I feel like some of you may end up with this really happy, steady, stable, loving relationship. And if that's the case, it's going to be somebody who brings a lot of value to the table, who's somebody that's independent within themselves. I say that partially because there is a Ace of Cups as well. Like there is a new, uh, there's a new passionate beginning for you. There's a new beginning in love for you. I mean, if by any chance this isn't romantic, but I feel like most of you that's is romantic, like, but if not, you're getting an opportunity that will emotionally make you happy, will follow your passions, and will create a steady, stable foundation, and there will be abundance. So if you think that this really isn't love for you, you should know that whatever it is, like the abundance that you want, you can make it happen. You do need to make it happen with action. You do need to follow your heart, and you do need to follow your passions to make that happen. But a lot of you, there's somebody that just they bring a lot of worth to the table. And if you decide to have a passionate and emotionally fulfilling relationship with them, um, things are going to work. Things are going to work well. In fact, things are going to work amazingly well. Like you guys will be really happy together, and the long term. Like this isn't somebody that you'll be happy with and it'll be for a little while. No, this is somebody that you'll probably really want to settle down with. Because but there is this need to make this reality happen. So like you can't just be thinking about it. You have to be taking action. So there is an action element here, whether it's making your financial dreams come true, um, or whether it is making the ideal person for you coming, that relationship happen in your life. But there is this mental block. Like really, truly, you have everything you need to make it happen. But there's this mental block, and that mental block is causing things not to happen, is causing inaction. And as I'm saying this, like, again, this is not going to happen without action. So whether this is your financial dreams coming true, in which you know pretty much you have stability and all your needs are going to be met, or whether it is really having the love of your life, you can't be so caught up in your head that you don't do anything. With that Ace of Wands, like there's a need to pick up that wand and take action. Because you're only going to, like, I feel even if it's your financial future, like there's still going to be a need for you to work together with people. So if this is a romantic connection, you need to work together within the romantic connection and take action. Um, If you continue to be stuck in your head, you're going to continue to make a wedge in the situation. You may have dealt with, painful situations in the past. The upside is those painful situations with the 10 is, it's a painful road to get to the 10 of swords. That's a lot of times being stabbed. But it is actually the end of that difficulty. But I feel like a part of your head's not letting that be the end of the difficulty. Maybe having this belief that if things have ended badly before, that they're always going to end badly. And unfortunately, you're right. You're right, not because they have to end badly, but as long as you stay there in this mindset that everything's going to end badly, you're literally going to make it happen. And you'll sleep on the opportunities when you need to be giving the love and taking action. So there is a need for you to invest in the people who are worth investing in. Not everybody, because not everybody's worth investing in. But when you find the person who's worth investing in, you need to put the money up. You need to put, if it's a financial opportunity that's worth investing in, you need to put the money up. If it's a person worth investing in, you need to put, your energy and your love into it. Because if you don't communicate it, then there isn't going to be, then you're sabotaging yourself, and you don't have to. Like when I said, like, the universe is opening up for you, you have to accept that and actually use that power and energy and effort to make things happen. So figure out what you want. Not what you fear, but what you want. Because I assure you, what you want, you can make happen. You may have to cooperate at some point, but like if you want a brand new emotional beginning in love, if you want overflowing love and passion, if you want, something you really enjoy and something that you really, that inspires you, all of that is on the table for you. You literally just have to go and get it. And you need to stop being in the mindset of everything's going to suck that keeps you from taking the action, and instead invest the emotional energy. Invest the physical energy. Invest, well, I'm sorry, this is fire and inspiration in it. And use your head. Because unfortunately, getting stuck in this, it's being stuck in your head, but it's not actually being observant of the facts around you. You can only get the energy you're putting out. Um, And again, like you have what it takes to make things happen. Like if you want, the world to, be fair, like make sure that you're being fair. Like make sure that you are. Because there's definitely a need for communication. There may be a need for a communication with somebody that is, has, shown that they're steady, stable, and reliable. Like we're not, again, you're not meant to just, offer things to anybody, but I feel like some of you have somebody in your life who has really shown over and over again that they are trustworthy, that, and again, this could be in business, this could be in romance. I do feel like there's more romance, but some of you have over and over again dealt with somebody who's kind, who's loyal, who's grounded, and you may not have taken, like you may not, because of your own fears, have decided to take any action. What are you waiting for? You don't know what the person next to you is dealing with or has endured. Think of that before you compare or judge. Like, you're not actually, unfortunately, the only person who's had a hard things happen to them. That doesn't mean that what you've had happen is okay. It doesn't mean that, your pain means nothing. But this, uh, it's like you're being still when you need to take action. Just know that if you do take action to stabilize things, the only, what you'll have to let go of is this belief that everything sucks and everything will suck. You just have to actually figure out what you want and make your choice. But this is going to happen because you choose it. Not this, not that this person, again, you can have, whether it's a person and a romance, like this person, if you invest in them, the payoff is going to be enormous. And if this is a situation, maybe you have somebody and you can invest in their vision. Um, you should know it's going to pay off if you make that choice. But again, you can only get what you're giving out. So if you're being so obsessed that nothing can work and therefore really not putting in the energy and effort that would make it necessary, especially because, like, you have everything it takes to have this new beginning. Like, it's almost like the universe can't the universe can't make the offer any better than what it is. But they also can't make you take it. So if you're being offered a really good opportunity, maybe you should take it. But know that if you fail, it's going to be because you didn't take the opportunity. And especially if you're not taking the opportunity because you're sure that everything's always going to be awful. Just know that maybe things have happened and they haven't been fair, and that's true. But unless you make the right decisions, the right thing can't happen for you. So make your choice. But if it's somebody that you love, that's somebody, or somebody you think you can love, that person, that opportunity is a real opportunity. A real opportunity can last in the long term. And if it's about success, it's like your opportunities couldn't be better. You just need to do. So I hope that this helps. If you do want a free reading, I'm giving away two as soon as I hit 5,000 subscribers. Just make sure that you're subscribed and you comment and you're in the reading. You're in the running for the reading. And thank you for everybody who's been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and booking readings. It all matters. And I'm really appreciative. It's time for pile number 3. Pile number 3. How urgent message for you. Urgent message for pile number 3. Eight of Cups. Some Wheel of Fortune. Eight of Swords. It's like you need to walk away from a karmic cycle. It's like you need to emotionally walk away. There is a karmic cycle, and you are stuck in your mind. You still think certain things are true, and they are only as true as you accept them to be. So I feel like Spirit, the universe, is asking you to cut the BS. Cut through it, make your movement forward, because you're not meant to stay here. Yeah, the 10 of Wands. It's like you're right here. You've had a karmic cycle. You need to walk away from it. You feel stuck, but all you really need to do is drop it. I feel like everything that needed to happen in the karmic cycle already happened. And the only thing you need to do to end it is just end it, drop it, let it go. Urgent message for pile number 3. Urgent message for pile number 3. Limitless. It's possible that you may see and are accepting as the truth limitations that don't actually exist for you. They're just not your limitations. Urgent message for you. Yeah, like I said, right now you're supposed to drop. Like, it's an end of a cycle already. You're just, unless you want to relive the same painful cycle, and that is a choice that you can make. You can emotionally walk away, do whatever emotional house cleaning you need to do so that you no longer relive the same pattern, and really watch your life change. Because if you're willing to let go of this mindset, which you do need a review, If you really truly want to leave things behind, you can't do the same thing. Like it's a really like you can't do the same thing and have different results, and you can't think the same way and have everything change. But like you're the on the precipice of a new, more stable existence. And it doesn't, and it feels like what you're leaving behind, it's not even pleasant. It shouldn't be such a conflict to leave that behind, because holding on to it has only caused things to fall apart. So it could have been self-sabotage, but I feel like if you've been holding on to, people or situations that don't mean you well, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think you can hold on to people and situations that mean you well and things are going to turn out well? It's your turn. It's your time to be reborn. And instead of having stuff that, can't hold up because the foundation is bad, have the opportunity to lay a new foundation. With the Hierophant, I mean, are this could be limited by being limited by your beliefs. For some of you, sometimes we normalize things because if that's how it is, then that's how it's right. Or like you guys might have this some kind of normalized belief, and that, you know it may not be true, but it's true to you, and it may be something that was instilled in you through tradition or through religion, or you know just for, that's how it's always been done. But just because it's how it's always been done, is it right? Is it how it always needs to be done? Because I feel like once you leave behind this belief, a whole new there's going to be a whole new beginning in give and take and generosity. But it's going to be an emotionally prickly time because you're really actually having to look at things that you thought were foundational to you, but life is not letting you continue to have that delusion. As long as you continue to have that delusion, the house you make with it is going to fall down. And once you emotionally walk away from it, your entire life is going to be different and it's going to be better. But you don't want to let go. It's like you don't want to let go of something that's only burning you and only hurting you. Even if the alternative is having a, steady, stable beginning, having a new emotionally over, it's like it's going to stabilize your life and it's going to make you happier. But you keep on paying attention to the wrong thing. You keep on holding on to, you keep on not letting the energy flow for you or those around you. You keep on not being able to see what the good opportunity is for you. Like, yeah, you're going to have a lot of opportunities, but you need to pay attention when the right one comes along. Urgent message for you. So, if you're able to let go of what you think you know and let go of the limitations that aren't really there, what you're going to end up is something so much steadier and stable. And, you're going to go from nothing being stable to, a new beginning and stability, where there's generosity instead of withholding, where there's long term stability, a structure that will last longer than you will, and really powerful happiness. But you need to stop fighting for your limitations, and you need to really look at what the universe is trying to show you. Because unfortunately, if you go and do the same cycle again, the same thing is going to happen. And instead, if you're willing to take the much better opportunity for you and do whatever you can to review things so you don't make the same mistakes, what you're going to have is ultimate success and ultimate happiness. It's one of those things where, like, it's not even close. Like, the existence you're having right now and the existence you could be having, they're not even close. But you're responsible for your energy. And if you hold on to what's harmful, like, you can keep on reliving the same cycles. It is an option for you, but it's not a good option. So it says it's okay to ball out sometimes, spend your money, boo. So some of you maybe have to consider your feelings and thoughts about money, because this is, it is the miser, but it also, like, know that this energy is keeping you small, way smaller than you need to be. And it's really just an attitude. It's like it's like an attitude shift that will cause you to have a life shift. Like, you can't get much better than the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles, and they're absolute opportunities for you. But you can't keep doing the same thing. So I feel like it's very important for you to invest in loving bonds with people. You are in the process of being reborn. And you should let that happen. Everything's going to be better for you if you do that. And what is going to allow you to do that is finally giving yourself clarity. I've got the believe charm. Some of you are going to come into a greater level of belief. Even if you start questioning your old beliefs, that doesn't mean that you're not a person of belief. But sometimes your old beliefs may need to be questioned, because where they're taking you isn't where you need to be. I do feel, though, if you're willing to look instead of keeping your eyes blindfolded, you're going to come to a realization. You're going to see things, and the shift in the way you see life, you're never going to be able to unsee that. But right now, with the Mars charm, that's need for action. That may even be a need for fighting for what matters and knowing what matters. With Neptune, I think of this as the all of the water charms, but also just because he's a little goat-like, I also think of him as Capricorn as well. But I do think that there's a need for the mastery of your emotions. Yeah, I feel like you're just holding on to something that's that if you choose to hold on to, it's like you can choose to hold on to that, but it's going to lead to loss. Or you can choose a different way and you will be happy. So I hope that this helped you. If you do want a free reading, I'm giving away 2 free readings as soon as I hit 5,000 subscribers. Emotionally walk away from what's not healthy, please. Um, sorry about that. If you do, and I want to say thank you to everybody who's been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and booking readings. It all matters, and I'm really appreciative. And we're going to move on to our gorgeous pile number 4. Pile number 4. Urgent message for you, pile number 4. Urgent message for pile number 4. 9 of Swords. 4 of Swords. You're in your head. You're letting your anxiety get the best of you. Take what time you need to do to heal and concentrate on, I mean, it can be working together with others, but I feel like you're being asked to concentrate on mastery of something. And a lot of this anxiety comes from people taking things from you, people not treating you fairly. But I feel like even though that's the case, it's still your responsibility to heal. And one of the ways that you will heal is actually going to be by putting your time and effort into something you can grant yourself mastery in, because that is actually part of your life path. You're meant to create. And eventually, your creations are going to leave behind stability and a legacy that may outlive you. But it's going to take daily effort. Just know that, like, yeah, you right now you got anxiety because you have been mistreated. And maybe you do need to take a little bit of rest, but like what is coming for you is very different from what you've experienced. But it does take action on your part. It does take hard work. Just because something's on your life path doesn't mean that there'll be no work involved in it. But what will happen is the work that you put in will really pay off. will create this legacy, will create this happiness. So don't get so caught up in things that have happened to you, even if they're real and even if they're not right, because the things that happen to you don't need to dictate the rest of your life. I'm looking at the clock and it's 3, 2, 1, like a countdown. Just think of it as like this is part of the countdown until before you blow up into this huge thing, whatever it is. Like, so I know that right now you're hurt, and being hurt fills you with anxiety. And, knowing that every human being out there isn't an awesome person, isn't the greatest. But that doesn't mean that that's not what your legacy is going to be. Your legacy is not going to be about what hurt you, even if it happened. Like, your legacy is going to be about what you create. So regardless of other people, right now you're being asked to be stable, sound, and content within yourself, despite the fact that you've had losses, that you've experienced loss. But just because you've experienced loss doesn't mean that that's who you are. Who you are is the strong foundation. And you are going to bring in love and happiness. Just like the things that have happened to you are not who you are. You are this steady, stable, powerful, reliable person. You are somebody who gives love and is going to receive love. And you're somebody that is powerful all by yourself. So heal from the losses that you've taken. But don't identify as the losses that you've taken. The things that you have lost, I'm sorry, I know it hurt, but there are also things that couldn't stand. They were too weak to stand. And and you may have picked these things because, like, every opportunity is not the same. Everything you pick, like with the 7 of Cups, you can pick the snake or you can pick victory, like, and maybe you made the wrong pick. And because of that, because you are this strong, stable foundation, because you're meant to have strong, stable new beginnings, because you're meant to have love and affection and community, the things that aren't meant for you aren't going to be able to stand. So don't get lost in the anxiety regarding it. Don't decide that you're not going to move forward just because you've dealt with bad people. Know that, light, victory, and happiness is going to come for you. And that right now, maybe you just need to attend to what's yours. And I feel like for some of you, you may have to like just tend to what is yours, and that this happiness, this community may come in a little bit later. But don't think that it's not coming. It is. Just take step by step forward. Continue to do your own self work and grow. You are going to have loving relationships that you will be able to reinforce. You're going to receive connections. It's just they're going to be better connections. So, as soon as you figured out enough to take the rest that you need to do, take action. Because you are very powerful and you're actually going to be able to amass a lot of wealth. I feel like despite the things that have rocked your foundation, you have a lot of reason to believe in yourself. So, I mean, of course, water signs, Pisces, Cancer. For some reason, my brain isn't working, so I apologize. Scorpio. Uh, but also Capricorn. I feel like sometimes I get Capricorn vibes off this one too. Um, but just know that this anxiety, you're going to be able to emotionally master it. And just know, again, just know that you aren't the things that happened to you. Your legacy in life is not the people who did you wrong or even the things that didn't work out. You're way stronger than that. So wake up. And I feel like you already know who you are. You just let your foundation be shaken. So again, reawaken to who you are. Because who you are as that person, this is the season to wear fancy clothes, drink all the wine, dance till your heart's content, show off a little. Wedding season. I feel like just because bad things have happened doesn't mean that you shouldn't be showing off the value of who you are, enjoying your life, and enjoying your life independently if you have to. Again, it does not mean that happiness, love, satisfaction aren't going to come in for you. But you shouldn't be waiting on anybody or anything to enjoy your life. The opportunity for success is here for you. So get the foundation that's already strong right by back beneath you, because like you're somebody who can make something happen. You're somebody who's worthy of love. And yeah, you had something that didn't work out, but again, that's not about you. So let it go. I hope this helps. Thank you so much. If you do want a free reading, I'm giving away two as soon as I hit 5,000 subscribers. So make sure you're subscribed and you comment. And thanks.